touch me. Yeah, change coming fast. Days running past, we maze runners ablaze and stay numbered last. The pain that we display, you can't understand. That's why we move with the faith of David Abraham. We tryna pace where the apes be. Keys like HP, curses live at HD. Women chasing clout and brothers changing their faces. Screaming, oh God, send your son to save us.
So tired of all the pain. See all my people in it. Cause living day to day is hard to face. But know that on that day, you can release them chains. So give him all the praise and change. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. Yeah, it's time for a change to come to my people. Cause Lord knows that we ain't treated equal. 400 years of the same old ish. Brave rob, killed and spoiled, getting off the ship. Now check it, can barely wait for that day to come. Getting ready for that war, time to beat the drum. And to the ones trying to hold me back with bent up faces, just call me Master Eddie, trading places.
Change gon' come, and it's coming fast. I know change gon' come, cause this world won't last. I know it's so much hurt, and it's so much pain. But when them cherries come, just know the world gon' change. Why my people cry, cause they tired of lies. That's why we face the east, pray to your Howard shine. Cause change gon' come, prophecy says that change gon' come. Yeah.
So tired of all the pain. See all my people in it. Cause living day to day is hard to face. But know that on that day, you can release them chains. So give him all the praise and change. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come.
Look, we've been trying to get up out of this, but we've been too busy worshiping some nonsense. Jesus. We want change that happen real quick, but we are stiff-necked people and we don't give a All women all up on Instagram, shaking and twerking their ass like they don't give a damn. And if we really want change, we gotta open our book and be baptized again. We gotta change.
So tired of all the pain. See all my people in it. Cause living day to day is hard to face. But know that on that day, you can release them chains. So give him all the praise and change. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Rather than the scripts that change gon' come.
Change gon' come, change gon' come. Ready to skip that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Ready to skip that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Ready to skip that change gon' come. You know change gon' come, change gon' come. Ready to skip that change gon' come.
It's a CZ beat.
We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? And we ain't going nowhere. We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? And we ain't going nowhere. No. We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? And we ain't going nowhere. No. We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? And we ain't going nowhere. We in this thing. What? We going hard. We going 0 to 100 cause it's for God. We in the scripts. AJ, we read from Genesis to Revelations, we don't play. It's real simple. You don't get it? We been the chosen way before we even went to Egypt. We keep the laws. We keep them. Believe in Christ. That's why we in the streets trying to do what is right. We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? We in this thing. And we ain't going nowhere. We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? And we ain't going nowhere. No. We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? And we ain't going nowhere. No. We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? And we ain't going nowhere. It's a ZZ beat. You know that beat hard. They rockin' AJ, cause they got the gift from God. Christ say endure until the end. If you endure to the end, you'll be saved, my friend. Christ cannot lie. He was perfect. That's why in Matthew 5:48 he said to be perfect. Like his father. So what we doing? We saving souls. If we keep the laws, then we know we going home. We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? We in this thing. And we ain't going nowhere. We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? And we ain't going nowhere. No. We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? And we ain't going nowhere. No. We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? We in this thing. What? And we ain't going nowhere. And we ain't going nowhere. And we ain't going nowhere.
Hey, shalom. All praise to the Most High God, Yahweh Ba Hashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, man. This is Friday Night Focus. Hey, Judah, man, talk real quick to the people, man, while I try to send Yahweh out this thing.
All right, Con. He up here. If you talk, he right here.
I know. I'm trying to send him something.
Oh, okay, all right, fast. Hey, yo, shalom. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Everybody put a 7 in the chat if you hear me. Shalom. You already know what it is, man. Like the video when you enter the building. Baba Kasha. All right, we in this thing. We ain't going nowhere, as the brother said in the song. Con, hey, man, it's Friday night. Power Hour Friday Night Focus. All right, first and foremost, giving honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shah. Shout out to everybody who's coming into the building. The day's class, Warning for Sisters Predators in Israel, Part 1. All right, we're going to focus on the predators towards the sisters in Part 1. Part 2, we're going to show the predators towards the brothers. You know what I'm saying? So today, sisters, listen up, take your notes. Brothers, take notes. See if this is you. See if you have any of these traits. Got you. I appreciate you. Got you. I'm going to send those your way. You already know what it is. We got something coming. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yo, Akanal, man, you need to pull up, man. I need to see you at the school.
He just hit my line. So we about to what we talked about, So with that being said, so with
you already know, man. I hit you up last time we was out there. Yeah. You already know. That's my brother though, man. Love that brother.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, sisters, take notes so you can know what to look for in the predators within the nation of Israel. And brothers, you need to take notes, see if you follow any of these traits, so you can check your spirit, anything like that. Like I said, next time we do this, it'll be Part 2, and it'll be predators towards the brothers in Israel.
Hey, some of y'all sisters are predators. Y'all don't even know. Some of y'all sisters are predators against the brothers. Mm-hmm. But today we gotta start at the head. We gotta start at the brothers. We gotta start at the men, because we hold a responsibility as being protectors for our sisters, not predators. So we gotta get on y'all, man.
Hey, I gotta give a sneak peek though for Part 2. Hey, brothers, the number one way you know the sister is a predator, if she watches the class when we get on the brothers and don't watch the class when we get on them. I was
thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing.
See who's in these comments today, and then see who's in the comments next time. Right? Nah, all praise. You just joking. Just joking.
No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Nah. If you gonna be on this class, that's right. That's right. My man ain't this, and this man, this brother ain't that. If you gonna be like that, then you gotta take your correction too when it's your turn. You gotta look in the mirror, and we're gonna put a mirror out. We're gonna pull a mirror out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to examine yourself. If you watch a Sabbath Morning Brew, this is a different class tonight, man. This ain't Sabbath Morning Brew. We're gonna be like almost like a podcast a little bit tonight. I feel like that's the type of vibe.
Yeah, man, we vibing, man. We vibing.
We're gonna be vibing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking about a few characteristics. You know what I'm saying? That might hit home. Don't jump off the class. Self-examine yourself. You know what I'm saying? I got Yawasab coming back. You know he can't wait to slice and dice. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of these precepts. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Hey, real quick, man. If I may, you know what I'm saying? We got to do a little housekeeping before we get started on the class. We got a beautiful class. Not even class, man. Talk.
A warning. I said a warning, man. This is a
warning. We might even bring some of y'all up here for y'all to speak on it. If the brother would like to do that, we might do that. But let's do a little bit of housekeeping real quick. So check this out, man. I need everybody, all right, to go to www.anointedhouseofsaints.org. Once again, that is www.anointedhouseofsaints.org. It should come up to this screen. If you don't speak English, you can hit this right here and go to Española, all right? So we got the Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom taken care of. But with that being said, man, hey, I need y'all to go to anointedhouseofsaints.com. Become a member. Is absolutely free. You can click this over here. It should say like login or something. Become a member. It's absolutely free to become a member. So we put these newsletters out, these updates out, the blogs. You'll get notifications firsthand into your email and things like that. But if you want to support Anointed House of Saints further, you know, some people might hit the Cash App. Some people, you know, might do little things here and there. If you want to support us further, man, hit that support tab. You can pick a donation tier where you can donate every month. From $20 to $100 a month, you could donate, and it helps us get out in front of these feast days, do the events that we have to do, community service, things like that, and you helping us build. So we appreciate anybody who does that. Man.
There's incentives too if you want to take that route. Dedicate to donate too. So check it out.
Right. Yep, there's incentives. Each tier is the more that you donate each month comes with more incentives. So we try to make sure it's packed with value. On the events tab, there's going to be some more events that's going to be added, most high willing, later today. But we got to remember Passover, right? We do got New Moon January 29th. So if you're around the North Carolina area, hit up the school, you RSVP. All right, then we got another New Moon February 27th. Destruction of Nicanor Purim will be gathering March 12th at the school. Another New Moon March 29th. But then you got Passover. Go ahead and get your tickets for Passover. We will be in Atlanta, Georgia. We solidified that today. We will be in Atlanta, Georgia for Passover. Go ahead and secure your seats. And right here, we have our first annual Back to School giveaway and cookout at the school. Is going to be in August. All right. The security tickets is only for people who want to get a book bag package or whatever like that, so we can get the information. It's absolutely free. So if you're in the area and you want to donate your time, make sure you donate your time. But hey, man, we appreciate everybody. Go become a member of the site. You don't have to get on a subscription tier to become a member of the site. Just become a member so we can, have your info and kick you these event updates and all of that. So with that, hey, man, let's get into it, man.
That's a handsome brother right there, man.
Yeah, that was scary.
All praise to the Most High. Hey, man, I got brother Yawasab, man. What's up, bro? Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, everybody out there. Hey, if you're in the Chicago area or Midwest area as well, man, and you want to come kick it for New Moon, hit the email as well, and we'll send you the location as well. We have mighty New Moons, man. All right, don't let the people fool you, man.
They I heard they almost halfway where North Carolina's be at.
Hey, man, stop it.
These brothers are braggarts. They braggarts, man. Hey, all praise to the Most High God, man.
All praise.
All praise, man. Let's get to it, man.
Hey, man. Hey, all praise. Hey, listen, man. Today, man, we're going to have a discussion. I got two of my brothers. I might have another brother come up in here. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to be involved in the conversation if possible. The discussion today is about predators, man. It's a warning. I'm sitting here trying to warn all of my sisters, man, out there. And that's what this class is about. And I want to warn my brothers that you can't be like this, right? About predators in life and predators particularly in Israel. Listen, man, we coming into this faith and belief. We coming out of Christianity. We coming out of the world. We coming out of many different doctrines and beliefs. Some of us coming straight out the club. You know what I'm saying? Some of us still in the club. You know what I mean? We coming out of a lot of different places, man, coming into what we believe is the truth because the Spirit is telling us is the truth. I believe it's the truth, man. I believe this word is the truth. The word of God is the truth, you know? And brothers is trying to grasp it. Brothers is trying to grasp it. Brothers don't come out of the world automatically saints. Sisters don't come out of the world automatically saints. And some brothers and sisters really are doing things, you know what I'm saying, in sincerity and in truth. Some brothers is really trying to put their best foot forward, and sometimes they fall short. You know, I teach that on Sabbath Monday Brew. Sometimes we fall short. But this class is not about them brothers. This class is not about them brothers that fall short. This class is about the predators. Those who intentionally trying to get you and move you into a position to take advantage of you. This is what this class is about today. It's not about like I said, it's not about the brother that's really trying and he falls short or you disagree because how he's trying to lead you. We're not talking about that brother, but we talking about that brother that wants to take advantage of you, man. And this is a warning. I have a warning. I feel that the Spirit is telling me I gotta warn you, man. I gotta warn my sisters because I love you, because we need you in this nation. I don't want my sisters coming into this thing and being like, nah, you know what? Forget them Hebrew Israelites. I had a bad experience with this brother and then that brother. And then, you know what I'm saying? You done got passed around. Because that brother did you wrong and hurt your feelings and broke your heart and sold you a dream. Yo, what was it? My brother Twister, the dude Twister used to have that song, Sell You a Dream. You know, I don't know if you remember what I'm talking about. I used to talk about that in one of his songs. Bro, it's no difference from the world. A lot of brothers still got that worldly mentality willing to sell you a dream, man. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Once you come into this truth, you know what I'm saying? You start coming into this Bible, you start believing in this word. A lot of sisters, man, they want a husband. They want a man. They want a leader. They see brothers teaching the Bible. They see brothers taking leads in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? They want to follow. They want to attach themselves unto that brother. But before you do anything else, before you do anything with anybody, you got to prove somebody. Yo, I don't know about you, but sisters, you would never marry a man after 3 months of dating them in the world. Now you come in the truth, you want to get married the first time you meet the person, or you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to get married right away. You ain't put no effort into this thing, man. You don't know that nigga. You don't know that Negro. You don't know him. He don't really know you. Yo, let me get Thessalonians 5:21, man. All praise to the Most High God. Salakia. I went on a little rant. Hey, all praise to the Most High God, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashak Yahushua. Ashar Shabbat Shalom. I pray that the Most High God move throughout this lesson and allow the edification come out to my sisters, to my brothers, and to my nation. All praise to the Most High God. Hallelujah. Hey, listen, man. Hey, let's get that precept.
Con, it's the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, and verse number 21. Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good.
Yo, man, prove all things. You're not going to want to marry somebody or attach yourself onto somebody or just believe somebody in the world without proving what they say. You ain't do that. You wasn't that naive. Well, some of y'all sisters was. Some of y'all sisters was. Some of y'all sisters was in bad relationships after bad relationships, getting ran over by men, Well, I'm here to tell you, man, stop it. Cut it out.
Right.
Cut it out. You coming into this truth, you coming into the ways of the Most High God, leave them ways behind, man. You got to prove all things, man. You got to prove a brother. Let me get Sirach 6 and 7. I know these are basic precepts. This is what I'm starting this with. I'm starting this with these 2 precepts right here, man. If you don't get nothing else out of nothing else in life, you better learn how to prove people.
Khan is the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse number 1. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Yo, if you get a friend, you gotta prove them. You gonna give him your bank card as soon as you meet him? You gonna give him the keys to your house as soon as you meet him? So I mean, some of y'all in the world was giving up the draw as soon as you met him. Let's keep it official, man. This ain't Sabbath on the brew, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a real conversation tonight. Some of y'all was giving up the drawers as soon as you met that dude. He handsome, he got a nice car, he could speak well. You was giving it up. We're not moving like that now, right? Right? We're not moving like that now, right? I see people that jumped off the class. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear me talking like that. They expect that from Judah. You know what I'm saying? Yo. I'm getting on the sisters because y'all gotta. It's just common sense that you gotta prove anybody coming to you, anybody with a gifted gab, because you didn't move like that in the world. I mean, most sisters didn't, right? You have respect for yourself. Now we require more. The Most High God requires more. You can't be the same moving in this way. And one thing that you have to do is prove these Negroes. You got to prove these brothers. You got to prove your friends, your sisters around you. You got to prove everybody. You got to prove who you learning the Bible from.
That's a fact.
You know, I have conversations with brothers, I have conversations with people. In certain ways, I see things, certain ways I think. Brother, me and Ephraim talk. Yo, you got doctrines, but you know what? I bet you I won't teach that. I gotta be a man who's willing to take care of my flock and people who listen to the Bible that comes out of me, that comes from me, or that comes from the Most High God through me. I gotta teach them a certain type of way. Everything that come in my mind don't need to be taught.
Right. Bring that out.
You know what I'm saying? If a brother is saying something that seems suspect to you and he's teaching you this as doctrine, yo, listen, you need to stop. You need to prove what is being said, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to take your time. You got to ask questions. Y'all got something before I move on?
Yeah, Kyle. Yo, let me get one precept because I was gonna start it off with this precept. Let me get the book of Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. And I'm gonna see if I want to pull something real quick. But whoever get it, you know what I'm saying?
That's right, Kana. My bad. I'm gonna get my Bible out. I was ready to just start going in for a second. I had to slow down.
No, it's all good.
Yo, call it one more time. Or you got it outside?
And Khan is the book of Colossians, chapter 2, and verse number 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceits, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. For in him dwelleth all the fullness of the Godhead bodily.
That's it. So, hey, since we talking to the sisters, yo, the scripture says, once again, read it one more time.
Khan, it's the book of Colossians, chapter 2, and verse number 8. It said, beware.
It says what?
Beware.
It says beware. So this is a warning.
Uh-huh.
Right? It says beware. So you know that there's a warning and a description of what to beware of. So the scripture is saying beware. Go ahead.
Khan, lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceits.
So beware, or, you know what I'm saying? If you don't beware, if you don't take heed, somebody can spoil you through philosophy or vain deceit, right? So it's a warning to the sisters, yo, you got to be, you know, your head got to be on the swivel. You got to prove, like the brother was talking about. You gotta, what I say all the time, the 4 seasons of life, good, bad, happy, and sad. You gotta see how this person operates in these seasons, right?
We're gonna touch on that a little later too.
Right. Beware that any man spoil you through philosophy or vain deceit. These lies. I'm gonna make you first lady of the camp. I'm a, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be, all the sisters will be under you, sister. You're gonna be the top. You're gonna be third under Mary Magdalene.
That's
I can't front. That's different. Go ahead.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Yo, you got to beware that they not kicking you these lies. What happened with the serpent and Eve? Right? He was kicking lies. He was putting a little flavor in the ear. You gotta be, and brothers, now, this is why you got to be in your daughter's lives. This is why a brother with a whole bunch of flavor should not be able to get in your daughter and she fall for it because she got a daddy. So you got to beware that any man spoil you through the philosophy and the vain deceit. Then they pull you in the traditions of men, and a lot of these marriages that Aharon was talking about 2 years ago when he did that class, right? A lot of brothers will spoil you through philosophy, vain deceit, you know what I'm saying? And pull you into something that ain't even scriptural. Yeah. Let's keep it real.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I got on that.
Hey, Con, let me get the book of 1 John chapter 4 and verse number 1. Hey, Aharon, if you can, Baba Kashad, can you send me that link again so I can get on my computer?
All right. You got that phone while I'm sending this?
Yeah, you said the book of John what?
1 John chapter 4 and verse number 1. Right? Because what brothers is bringing out, right, is very, 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 very important in these last days, man. Right? Because you're going to have a lot of people. Let me get the book of Matthew chapter 26. No, 24. Right? I believe it's 24 and verse number 11. 24 and 12. We could get straight to the point. 24 and 12 as well. Let me get that one first, Baba Kashad.
Matthew 24 and verse 12. And it reads, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Right? That's good. That's what's happening in these last days, man. The love of many, right? Love of many people that's supposed to be having love for you, treating you right. Right? They're supposed to be looking out for one another. Right? Their love is waxing colder and colder in our communities, man. Right? So we don't like the brothers was eloquently bringing out, you can't trust every spirit, man.
That's
right?
right.
Just because a person has a fringes on the with the borders of blue, just because somebody have a hair wrap on, right? Just because they have a long dress, man. Right? Just because the brothers may you may see him and he may seem to have a good reputation because you watch him on YouTube or whatever. Right? We have to be careful, man. You have to try these spirits, man, because the love of many is waxing cold. Christ warned us about these things in these last days, man. Right? And you won't just get away with, well, he's supposed to be such and such and such, or she's supposed to be such and such and such. Right? I thought. Well, no, what brother, like the brother said, man, you gotta what? Prove all things and prove a friend, man.
That's right.
Right, let's get 1 John chapter 4 and verse number 1.
The book of 1 John chapter 4 and verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit.
Do what?
Believe not every spirit.
Huh?
But try the spirits whether they're of God, because many false prophets are going out into the world.
Hey, man. Hey, that's plain upon tables, man. Right? That's plain upon tables, man. You can't believe every spirit, man. Everybody who comes to you with a Bible in hand. Everybody who has a nice smile, man.
Yep.
Right? We have to not believe every spirit, and we have to try every spirit, man. Because Christ warned us about these type of things, man. Let me get one more. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 15.
It's the book of Matthew chapter 7 and verse 15. And it reads, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Right? So these brothers come to you, right, with these smiles, right? They come to you with these smiles. Hey, shalom, sister. Right? They all willing to help, man. But they on the inward parts, man. They got ill intentions, man. They
That's right.
wolves in sheep's clothing, man.
That's
Right?
right.
Trying to get up close to you, right, and then devour you.
Hey, if you peep the thumbnail, you see the dude with the sheep coat on,
Yep.
with a bunch of sisters surrounding him. You know what I'm saying?
See that?
Hey yo, and that reminds me, yo. There was an instance, bro. There was a brother. He actually got mad at me and got in my inbox.
Did you check it? My bad. Did you check it? Check it, y'all. Stop.
This brother got upset because you good? Can't nobody hear you? Yes, he got upset because he said, "I don't need to dwell with these brothers in Israel. The Most High sent me to dwell with the sisters, because the sisters are the ones that need the da. And it's like, yo, so the Lord sent you to gather all the sisters because all the other brothers in Israel is wicked.
Every other brother.
You.
Yeah. Yo, I remember, if you talking about the same brother, I remember a couple years ago where a brother says, listen, I don't like how you teach in the Bible. So give me the information of all your sisters that's around your organization, and so they can learn from me. Is that the same brother?
No.
Like,
dang.
So that means there's multiple occasions of this happening in Israel. The problem is, see, a lot of y'all new sisters and a lot of y'all sisters who just not paying attention don't know what's going on. Y'all don't know the history of the stuff that we've been dealing with for years, the things that we've been seeing.
Oh,
this ain't new. What you say?
Hey, furthermore,
yeah, go ahead.
A lot of people have had a chance for a warning like this personally, and decided that there was not going to listen or take heed to the warning.
That's facts.
And then instead of being fair and saying, I did not take heed and slow my roll and take my time, they blame camps or whole organizations for the act of one person. All while they had the warning for the one person the whole time.
That happens a lot. And the problem is the thing that I hate to see, because I don't really care if you blame the camp. I really don't. But what I hate to see is you coming out of the truth because of your situation dealing with this particular person. That's what I hate. I hate to see you stop praying, you stop fasting, you stop going to feast days. You don't even believe in God like that no more. You don't think this is the truth because of your situation with this person. That's what I hate to see. But you dismiss the fact that you was warned, you know what I'm saying? And you rushed to make your decision. Hey, man. Let me get 1 Peter 5:8.
Found the book of 1 Peter chapter 5.
My bad, Slocky. Y'all, so you ain't get it?
Nah, man, it ain't. For some reason, it's not popping up, Joe.
I'm gonna try one more time after you read this.
Hey, just text it to my phone and I'll send it, if you can.
Yeah, all right.
It's the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse number 8.
I can't. Go ahead.
All right, it's the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse number 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Yo, let me tell y'all, let me give y'all a heads up, right? The key to success in everything is to obtain wisdom, right? So you have to learn in school to be able to be better in school. You have to learn about finances to be better with finances. You learn about caregiving to be better in the health field, right? So you learn about the Bible. You learn about marriage. You learn about relationships in order to succeed in it. So read that one more time, Baba Kisha.
Khan, it's the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse number 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a Salakia, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
So once you learn this scripture right here, you got to understand that the devil is everywhere trying to kill you, trying to devour you.
Right.
The Most High through the Bible, through the scriptures, right, is warning us, right, to be sober. So they say never take a drink. Nah. It's saying keep your mind, keep your head on your shoulders, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like focus on what you need to be focused on. So how many people back in high school wish we would have stayed in the books and stopped smoking weed or sleeping with, you know what I'm saying, doing all those things that took you out of where you would have helped you obtain a purpose or brought you to a point where you think you should be. I don't know about y'all, but I wish I would have did things a little different back in the day.
Me.
You know what I'm saying? So the Most High is saying, man, be sober, be focused. You know what I'm saying? Be vigilant. Keep your head on the swivel. Just like if you was coming out of your car in the middle of Compton or in the middle of Brooklyn or the Bronx or in the middle of Chicago, you was jumping out of your car. You're gonna look both ways. You're gonna look around before you walk in your crib, right?
Right.
I don't know. Maybe you might not. Maybe you might not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might be a victim. But your adversary, the devil, who was a deceiver, we did that class the other day, right, Judah? 144,000. Didn't we go through this? All the precepts to show what the devil really was?
Yeah, Kyle, for sure.
The devil is the deceiver. The devil will deceive you. That's who he is. That's what it means. That's why we put the devil horns on the white Caesar Borgia on the sign when people hate when we out there teaching on the streets. The white Christ. You know what I'm saying? The devil is a deceiver. So the deceiver is out there as a roaring lion. Roaring lion. Who's a roaring lion? Judah. Yeah, I don't like that. Judah, he jumped off the screen when I said that, right? Yeah, look, he got his hands up because he's like this, right? No, I'm just playing Salakia. Like the roaring lion, though. A brother will be teaching you the Bible and will be a roaring lion. And God said, hey, sister.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come learn from me, sister. As a roaring lion, walking about, seeking who may devour. How is he devouring you? Through deception.
Right.
That's how he's devouring you. Through deception, sister.
That's
telling you that you can do this or be that. You know? Leading you or showing you a way that you want and desire, giving you sometimes your heart's desire. But it might not last. That's why we talked about proving first. You know what I'm saying? That's why we talked about proving first, man. You gotta be. Go ahead.
Hey, now go finish your statement. I'm go down to you.
Yo, you gotta keep your head on a swivel. You gotta be vigilant because you got predators, Slakia, who are literally the devil. Now it's hard. We're gonna get into discernment a little later, right? But you got predators out here who are literally the devil in sheep's clothing, carrying a Bible, wearing fringes, who just want to move you into position to how they want you to be. They playing chess with you. Matter of fact, they playing checkers with you.
That's right.
They're gonna be a king on your back. Go ahead, dude.
Hey yo, so and I'm gonna hit you with something that's cold that I ain't even gonna hold you. The Most High low key just put on my spirit, right? Have y'all noticed, right? It's a lot of sisters coming to the truth and they fall for the brother with the most breakdowns. They fall for the brother who's the excellent orator. You know what I'm saying? They're a nice teacher or whatever. A lot of sisters tend to fall for that brother. Now, some people say that some sisters do fall in this category. They just want to be with the leader. They're not going to be with the dude who just pass out flyers at camp. They're not going to be with the dude who just hold posts. They're not going to be with the cameraman. They got to be with the brother who's out front. You know what I'm saying? There's some sisters who do fall in that category. But a lot of sisters, you know what I'm saying, when they see that it's a man of the Lord who's supposed to be an upstanding man, and they can teach them something because that this brother has a knowledge of God. A lot of sisters fall for that brother. What does that say though? What brothers ain't realizing is a lot of sisters really be trying to follow God. And they choose you to lead them, and you don't. And then the result is the result.
Yeah.
But the whole time, what made you more attractive is the fact that you follow God. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't the whip that you had.
Yeah.
Your whip was bummy. It wasn't the whip, my brother. It wasn't the crib. You wasn't fly. It was, I'm trying to find God. I'm trying to get closer to God. I'm missing something. And you seem to have it. And I could be connected to you. You know what I'm saying? And then you drop the ball. It's more often that than just, oh, a sister just coming to the truth for attention and want to be with the leader. It more often than not is a sister wanting to follow the man of the Lord and ends up becoming more of what she already was because you wasn't trying to be the man of the Lord that she thought you was. So this is why the leaders get the greater condemnation. When you think about that, you deserve the greater condemnation. For real, for real.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I just thought about that, but yeah, yeah.
Hey, Con, let's get 1 Timothy. Let me see. Second. Let me.
I'm about to go there. 2 Timothy 3:1.
Yeah, Con, let me get that. And let me get because you made a point, right? In that last one, let me get Ezekiel chapter 13, right? And let me get that first. Ezekiel 13:3. 13:4. 13:4. Ezekiel 13:4.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 13 and verse 4.
O
Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts.
They are like the foxes in the deserts, right? What does that mean? Right? What does that mean, like a fox in the desert? Like, what is a fox, right? What is a fox known for being?
Being sneaky.
Right? Sneaky, slick, sly.
Uh-huh.
Right? Preying on the weakest thing, right? Slip into the weirdest crevices, right? To steal out the chickens. If you ever had chickens or any kind of small livestock, man, you got to watch out for the sneaky foxes, man. Right? You say the false prophets or the brothers that try to creep in, they're gonna sneak in like foxes, man. You gotta watch brothers, man. Right? Because in perilous times, man, they gonna come after the weakest people, man. Right? And we all know that according to the scriptures, the sisters are the weaker vessel, man.
That's right.
Right? Because like brother said, they looking for somebody. They doing it out of innocency because our sisters naturally want to be with a strong individual, right? Somebody that they feel like can lead them, right? And that's very important that you try brothers first, man. I got another point, but I don't know if we're gonna go there. But read that what you got, Bobby Kushak.
You want me to keep going on this, or you want me to go to 2 Timothy?
That's good. That's it.
All right.
That point, how people can be slick and sneaky.
Yeah. Con. I'm gonna go there in the book. 2 Timothy, chapter 3, and I want to start at verse 1, right?
I can read it. I can go. Sound like was going.
Yeah, if you can go there, I wanted to say this, right? We're in the last days.
Right.
Maybe you don't feel it. Maybe you don't know it. Hey, your boy Trump is tripping. He's bugging. He on a power trip. I ain't never seen a president moving like how Trump is moving right now. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, yo, listen, man. I told my son is 25. I told my son, man, yo, listen, I'm glad you didn't join the military. You know, and I was in the military, but I'm glad he didn't join the military in these times because this leader is unstable. It's fires in California, snow in Atlanta. Yo, it's things that's happening all around the world. Yo, I see even when we just talking about it on a live. I just watched The Servants. He was talking about how the dude got assassinated a couple of months ago in New York City. He was the healthcare dude. I can't think of his name right now, but they literally assassinated him on the streets. Hey, listen, generals are getting assassinated all around the world. They tried to kill the dude, the African dude. Damn, what's his name? They tried to kill that dude 1,000,000 times. The dude who tried to come together all the African nations. What's the country name? Burkina Faso. I'm probably saying the name wrong. You know what I'm talking about? They call him Captain Africa or something like that. They tried to kill him. They murdering people right now because they know their kingdom is coming to an end slowly and surely. Plagues, diseases, rampant homosexuality everywhere. The world is coming to an end. It is, and if you don't realize it, man, just check the times. But the Bible warns of this, right? And this is where I'm getting to when we reading this right here in 2 Timothy 3. And let's start at verse 1.
Call it the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse number 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
Hey, Shalakia, it says perilous times shall come. Then it says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. Why does it say perilous times shall come for men shall be lovers of their own selves? Because the men are supposed to be protectors of you. The men are supposed to be the gatekeepers. We're supposed to be the gate. But now we loving ourselves more than we love what we protecting. You know what I'm saying? I'm warning my sisters right now. So I'm putting myself in that category too. As a man. Us men, you know what I'm saying? A lot of men are loving themselves more than they loving what they protect. Straight up and down. That's why it says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves first. What's going to keep going?
Covetous.
I want it. I want what you have. I want more and more. I want what you got. Go ahead.
Boasters.
Man, you see that every day. We can't even have a rap song or a music song without boasting about what we got. Go ahead.
Proud.
Hey, pride is the beginning of sin. And if you haven't sinned, and if you say that you not having sinned, you're a liar, the scripture said. So a lot of us is proud. Go ahead.
Blasphemers.
Hey, man, that's a tough one right there. A lot of us don't realize when we blaspheming, when we become detestable, or we going against the Holy Spirit. Go ahead.
Disobedient to parents.
And you be disobedient to your parent, but also our Father in heaven, who we truly been disobedient to. Go ahead.
Unthankful.
Sometimes we're unthankful with the things the Most High God gave unto us. We don't know how to appreciate it. We unthankful. Most High God gave something to you to protect, and you're unthankful and just unholy because you're supposed to be set apart. Especially men. Men are supposed to be set apart. The scriptures is telling you in the last days, these are type of men is going to be out here. Go ahead, keep going. I'm not going to break all of this down, but keep going.
Unthankful, unholy, without natural affection.
Hey, I said I wasn't going to break it all down, but some of these dudes y'all messing with is down low dudes. Some of these dudes y'all creeping off with Jim and Johnny.
That's crazy.
You better watch yourself. You better watch yourself. You better check yourself. I watched that song the other day. I know I'm old. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That brother said, I watched the song.
Yeah, I watched the video the other day. Ice Cube. Y'all don't know about that. That's old school.
Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God.
Yo, lovers, that's a heavy one right there. Lovers of pleasures more than the lovers of God. Man, hey, both of us, men and women, both fall into that category. That's why we can't be patient. That's why we can't prove. That's why we gotta rush. Because we love the pleasure and the touch and the feeling more than we love the Most High God's presence in our lives. Keep going.
Con. Lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. For such turn away. From such, Salakia, from such turn away.
Uh-huh.
For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead away captive, Salakia, and lead captive silly women laden with sins.
So
Led
these
a-
the my bad, Salaka. These are, go ahead, man. Finish that chapter. See that verse, Salaka.
led away with diverse lusts.
Yo, these are the type, right, who will lead away silly women. Hey, listen, are you silly? Sister, you got to ask yourself that question. Are you silly? So why you let that dude in your drawers? Why you let that dude in your bed?
Tricks for kids.
Are you a chicken head? Like we should say in the word chicken head, you a bird brain? Like I don't mean, I'm not trying to even insult any of my sisters, but I want to say that you're not, right? So why you moving like one? Because you in the truth now? When the Bible, when God is literally telling you right here that in these last days that dudes is gonna be like this, that, and the third. You wanted to marry someone so bad that you married this person without considering his background and understanding who he truly is. These dudes now, the scriptures are saying when you move like this, like you a silly chick, right? Who can bring your whole house, lead your whole house away into sin and into diverse lust. Some women, you haven't even proven that man around your kids. Listen, a lot of people, we don't know this person's background. That's why we check people who come into our feast days, right? We don't want people just randomly showing up. You've been on our classes, you rock with us, you know what I'm saying? You get an invitation, you come around, we meet you, we talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just invite you to my crib to be around my kids, and next thing I know, you got a background of child molestation from 10 years ago. Sisters, y'all got daughters, you got children, you got sons, young kids. You meet a dude, yo, who was into that thing. How you gonna feel? Yo, you got sisters that be persuaded. I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the news, but you got sisters that be persuaded by their new boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, to kill a kid.
Wow.
You ain't hear about that sister and her boyfriend that killed their daughter?
Yo, sisters be having that. He wouldn't do that to me, Spirit. But I'm sure the person who it happened to before you thought the same thing. Like what like, yo, I was telling somebody earlier, yo, it was more so about opinions. But just like you're not that special that you could just let anything fly out your mouth and give unsolicited opinions. Same thing goes for things that can happen to you. You're not that special that something can't happen to you. That brother that did X, Y, and Z in his past, you can't say, oh, he would never do that to me. That's crazy. That's asinine to think that. That's irresponsible.
Hey man, hit that last verse real quick, right? Because this is what these dudes is moving at the end of the day, especially in the truth. That verse 7.
Verse number 7. Ever learning and never able to come into the knowledge of the truth.
Some brothers got the coldest breakdowns, but can't really understand the truth of how they should be being a man in this truth. Yeah. Ever learning, but don't know how to be a man in the truth. Yo, y'all gotta be circumspect, man. I got something to say?
Kyle, you know I got something to say, man. Mm-hmm. Right? And this is why it's important, right? For not only to have wisdom or Salaki, not only to try people, this is why it's important for our women to have men around. Right? Men that's not trying to get in your underwear, right? But like men, like father figures if you don't have a father, right? Brothers who platonic, right? Who not trying to get with you, right? Or to be in congregation. This is where the strength in numbers come in, right? Right, let me get a classic, right? Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse number. A classic precept, man.
Ecclesiastes
Right?
4 and what?
Chapter 4 and verse number 9. Just a classic, real quick precept, man. This is why it's important to have men around you, man. People that love you, people that care about you. They want to see you prosper in life. They want to see you get into the kingdom. Right? Read that, Baba Kashaw.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4 and verse 9.
Uh-huh.
2 are better than 1.
Uh-huh.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Right? So it's kind of playing upon tables, man. Right? If you got somebody else with you, right? That can, hey man, you kind of tripping on that, or hey, I don't think that person is a good fit for you. Right? You have a man around you that can be like, you know what, hey, bring him around. Let me see how he behaves. Let me watch him.
Yeah. Right?
Let him go. Hey, leave him with me for a little while. We're gonna hang around the fellas and we're gonna see how he behaves in certain situations, man. Right? You need them people, you need the congregation, man. You need these people around you, man. Right? The Bible said a man is your head for a reason, not just your husband. Right? Because our sisters, contrary to belief, the way the world want us to believe now, our sisters was never made to be alone, man. Right? And you, right, believe it or not, your decisions, right, can affect everybody else around you, man. That's outside of your children, man. It could affect your brothers, put their lives in danger. And matter of fact, let me get that in Genesis chapter I believe it's number 30. Let me see real quick. Genesis, let me see. 34. Give me Genesis 34 and verse number 1.
This book of Genesis chapter 34 and verse number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads, and Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land.
Right, so this is Dinah or Dina, however you want to pronounce it. Right, Dinah went out, right, out from her protection, right, into the land, right, to see the daughters of the land. She wanted to go do what she saw the daughters of the land or the Hamites doing at the time. Right, you see sisters getting freely going after whatever man they want or this, that, and the third. Right. They doing all whatever it seems like they want to do, and it seems like it's prosperous to them, or it seems prosperous to you from a distance, right? Read on.
Come. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and defiled her.
And he did what?
He laid with her and defiled her.
Now, since she wanted to go out and envy the sisters of the land, right, and leave her protection, right, she was taken by a nation that we were not supposed to lay with.
That's right.
Right? She was taken because she was by herself, man. She had no hedge of protection, man. Right? The power came in her being in order and being in the multitude of her brothers and her father, man. Right? But what happened, right? Let's jump over to verse number 14.
Verse 14. And they said unto them, we cannot do this thing to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised.
Jump down to verse number 8.
Verse 8. And Hamor communed with them, saying, the soul of my son Shechem longeth for your daughter. I pray you, give her to him to wife, and make ye marriages with us, and give your daughters unto us, and take our daughters unto you. And ye shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you. Dwell and trade ye therein, and get you possessions therein.
Lucky. So doing the Deuteronomy 7 and verse number, I'm gonna let you jump down. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse number 3, right? Exodus chapter 34, 12 through verse number 16. Right, we was not supposed to be dealing with these people, man. Right? Jump down to verse number 13.
Verse 13. And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor, his father, deceitfully, and said, because he had defiled Dinah, their sister, and they said unto them, we cannot do this thing, to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised. For that were a reproach unto us, Salakia. But in this will we consent unto you, if ye will be as we be, that every male of you be circumcised.
Right, Slakia, jump down to verse number 19.
Verse 19, and the young man deferred not to do the thing, because he had delight in Jacob's daughter, and he was more honorable than all the house of his father.
Right? So, hold on, this is another part I want to read. Jump over to verse number 25.
Verse 25, and it came to pass on the third day, when they were sore, that two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brethren, took each man his sword and came upon the city boldly and slew all the males.
And did what?
And slew all the males.
Right? So behind a bad decision, right, that their sister made, right, her brothers, just like now, this is how you know this is our people, right? Just like right now, today, right, somebody disrespect your sister, right, defile your sister, treat her in a way that you feel like is wrong, right? You're gonna go take up a brother could go take up his arms, right? And now they're going on a killing spree, man. Just like Simeon and Levi did right here, man. Right? So the decisions that our sisters make, right, by going being defiled by any brother or not having a hedge of protection around them could affect a bunch of different people at the same time. So now, since she went and got defiled by the people, now they want to marry her. Her brothers is mad, and now her two brothers is killing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Right? These are the decisions that could come from those type of things, man. Right? Let me see. Matter of fact, let's go to Genesis 49 real quick. Genesis 49. And give verse 5.
Book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 5. Mm-hmm. Simeon and Levi are brethren. Instruments of cruelty are in their habitations.
Mm-hmm. Because of what they did, Salaki, because of what they did, right? Read on.
O my soul, come not thou into their secret.
Right.
Unto their assembly, mine honor, be not thou united. For in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dig down a wall. Right?
So in the anger, see what people got to understand, hey, it's a domino effect with all this stuff, right? These are things or curses, right, that will be on these people to be able to identify Simeon and Levi in these last days because they killed people because of what their sister did. Right? That's deep. Right? So these brothers won't be able to get along. Right? They're gonna have instrument of cruelty because in their anger they slew a man and dig down the water. They dig down the protection of their father at the time. Right? Because they were strangers in the land and they were few in number. So all them people could have essentially, if the Most High God wasn't protecting us, they could have destroyed us up out of there. Right? Read on.
God. Verse 7. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel.
Right? So this is, this ultimately, right, this is one of the Genesis 49 where you go to identify, right, the 12 tribes of Israel, right? But this, right, the way you identify them was a curse because of what their sister had done, right? So our sisters, we have to be very important, man. I'm gonna bounce the ball back, right? But our sisters have to be very careful. They have to be very careful of how they go about things and decisions in life, man. Your brothers and your sisters, your brothers and your fathers, right? Your brothers and your fathers and the men in your congregation are there for a reason, man. right? Let me get one more. Numbers chapter 30. Barbara Shaw. Right? The brothers are here for a reason, man. Right? Sometimes to protect you from your own self, man.
That's the same word I was thinking about, Bazaya. Circumspect.
Calm. Very circumspect.
What's on the
Right?
top?
Now start at verse number 3.
This book of Numbers, chapter 30 and verse 3. If a woman also vow a vow unto the Lord, and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear her vow and her bond.
So this is a sister, right? This is the importance of a sister having a man around her that cares about her, right? So she's vowing a vow to the Most High God. And we know if you vow a vow to the Lord, you can't take it back. You have to pay that vow, right? Whatever you said, you have to pay that vow or you're going to pay with your life, right? Because the Most High God don't play about his name, right? Read on.
Con. And if her father hear her vow and her bond wherewith she have bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then her vow shall stand. And every
right,
bond
so, Lucky, my bad, King.
You good?
Keep
Go ahead. And every bond wherewith she had bound her soul shall stand.
Right, so this is a vow, right, that the sister making. If a father say, okay, you know what, you good, that's okay, I'm okay with you doing that, right? Then you're gonna stand, right? But the next verse is the one I want to get. Verse 5.
Verse 5. But if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth, not any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she have bound her soul shall stand. And the Lord shall forgive her because her father disallowed her.
That is the importance of having men around you that care about you. Because you may make a bond, you may make a agreement, or you may make a vow with your mouth, right, in your father's house, and he like, no, that's too much for you. You can't handle that. That's not good for you. No, you can't do that, right? And because you're under the protection of your father, the Most High will forgive you for that vow. That's really deep, man. That's the importance of having somebody around you, an uncle, right, or a priest, or captain or officer, right, around you, man, that cares about you, man. And you have to listen to that, or you're gonna suffer the consequences of it, man. I yield, man. So,
hey, real quick, and see the cold part about that whole thing is a lot of even the leadership that you might consider yourself cool with, because they might be around your age group, or you might have just been here from the beginning. You kind of know them a little bit better than everybody else. A lot of times the problem arises when you don't go to those people as leaders, because you don't. A lot of sisters don't see certain brothers as leaders because of the amount of time they don't know them. I remember when you first came in. I remember when you was a soldier. I remember when you made officer. I remember when you made captain. It's like, all right, calm. But the Lord, if you are following whatever body you follow, whatever congregation, if those brothers in leadership and you are following that body to have a connection with the Most High, right? Then those are your brothers in leadership. So you should look at those brothers as such. A lot of the times the sisters don't see certain people as leadership, and they look at it as, oh, that's just my brother. He just giving advice. But crazy part is, especially on the men topic, your real brother ain't just giving you advice.
Never.
He's never just giving you advice.
Never. If he care about you.
Like he's never, like bruh is saying, yo, we doing a fake counter sweep, right? Whatever. He giving you the play. That's what brothers do, right? And when you have brothers in leadership that is telling you something, you decide to go against that. Hey, there's consequences for that, right? The scriptures say there's consequences for that, right? But yo, let me get Sirach 26. I'm gonna probably just start at verse 9.
Con, it's the book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse number 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
So now, what are we saying? A lot of sisters who fall victim to these predators are not just sisters who had their head on straight the whole time. Daddy was in their life. I can call daddy for advice at any time. I'm not in a situation. I'm pretty much taken care of. These are not the ones that are these are not the ones that are being taken advantage of. It's just like a predatory loan. Predatory loans don't go after the people with the 800 credit score.
Nope.
They go after the people with the $400 credit score that might be in a dire situation, and they take advantage of the situation that you are in to get what they want when it's all said and done. And when you need your back scratched in any way, shape, or form, they are quick to remind you, I'm not here for that. Where it's the same thing in the church, in the truth, anywhere in the world. You got people that look for people who are in certain situations to see how they can capitalize off of that situation.
That's right.
Right? So sisters have to beware of this. It says a whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and that is. Why am I bringing this out? Parents, it starts with the parents. It starts with us. Those of us that are parents. You know what I'm saying? If you know a whore by her looks first, right? You see, her wardrobe is starting to change. I'm seeing she's starting to be on this particular website on the internet when I look in it. Why do you really have to go through those great lengths when you see your daughter start the trip? Of course, because the Bible says it. Let's read. Let's keep reading.
Hey, I want to deal with something that Abaya just said after you.
We get to it for sure.
You want verse number 10, right?
Con,
verse 10. Sirach 26. I'm gonna read verse number 9 again.
Please, yeah,
Con. Whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly.
Hey, what does shameless mean? In the chat, let's talk about it. What does shameless mean? Right? Let's put these two verses together. If the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids, then it goes on to say, if thy daughter be shameless. So you start to see, you need to look for the signs of a whore in your child.
Yeah, come on.
You need to start seeing if she dancing a certain type of way around the house, what trends she following on social media, what her friends is doing. You know what I'm saying? We brothers talk about it all the time. We don't let our wives go on no damn girls' trips, especially with a bunch of single women, because whatever they doing, your girl gonna be doing next. Why? And brothers can say, or sisters can say, how's that? I got my own mind. Well, you wouldn't be there if you wasn't approving of the festivities, right?
Unless they agree.
Exactly. Right? So with that being said, if you can say that about a grown woman, how much for a little girl? You got to watch when that wardrobe start to change. You got to watch when she start acting a little fast. You got to watch when she try to start acting grown. Her conversation, the way she dance, all these different things, you got to watch, right? It said, keep her in straightly. What does that mean? If your daughter be shameless, keep her in straightly. What does that mean? Keep her ass in the house.
Right.
And you need to be correcting her with these scriptures. While she in that house, you want to do that? All right, you don't get no freedom. You can't go nowhere. Right? Well, let's keep going on that. Let's finish that verse out in verse 10.
Hey, come. Right, verse number 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Amen. We talking about warning predators and Israel sisters, you can abuse your own self by not taking heed to the warning. So there you go. You have now not been absolved of your place and your role when you do things that you know you are not supposed to be doing. When you decide not to prove somebody, you are not absolved of the fault of whatever comes from that. Because brothers are warning you now.
Bro, hey, brothers, the warning's been there.
It has, but as of today, you definitely can't say. As far as us is concerned, you can't. Right? The Bible says, lest she abuse herself. Nope. It didn't even say, lest she be abused by somebody because of her liberty. The Bible says, lest she abuse herself. Because young people, especially young women, and young boys do this too. And it's important that we teach this to our sons. But young sisters do things being fast for attention and different things. And low key, they what they're doing is abusing themselves and being abused. Right? So we have to take heed to this as well. We have to look at the signs because these are the ones who, when they come into the truth, like the brother was saying in the beginning of the class, want the husband so bad. They got the tightest, tallest head wrap. Got the longest, flowiest dress when they come in. They the meekest, shalom, sir. The meekest sister. You know what I'm saying? Every time she talks, she got her head down. I'm talking about the meekest sister. But whole time, you get to talking to her, you spitting game a certain type of way. She's a whole nother person when you get her another type of way, because these are the people who get abused. We have to watch out for that spirit. And you know where it goes into? Something that Aharon talked about a while ago. Toxic traits, man. We got to know our traumas. Sisters, you got to know your traumas so you don't get those traumas, don't get played on. You got to watch out for the people who are opportunists when it comes to the predators. You see what I'm saying? Some people are opportunists. Oh, this sister need a man because she need this. This sister, oh, I could get with this sister because she need that. She'll do anything for me. You see what I'm saying? Watch out for those brothers. And you got to tell the truth to yourself and see if you fall under those, under that guideline of that sister who could be targeted. You gotta tell yourself the truth, man. But I'm gonna bounce it back, man.
Hey, Khan. Hey, Cap. Okay, Khan. Hey, let me get the book of Job, chapter 34, verse number 2. Right, because the sister has said something, right? Hey, let me get Sirach, I believe 34 and verse number 19.
You said Job what?
Job 34 and 3.
Khan, this book of Job, chapter 34 and verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
For the ear trieth words, as the mouth tasteth meat.
Now I want in verse number 2 first.
Khan, verse number 2. Hear my words, O ye wise men, and give ear unto me, ye that have knowledge. For ear trieth words, as the mouth tasteth meat.
Right, so that's why the scripture tells you, right, to be amongst godly men who thou knowest to keep the commandments. Right? Because the godly man, right, he's not going to be hasty to credit that brother. Right? He going to have a few conversations with him, see if this match up with that, this match up with that. He going to pray on it. Right? And he going to be able to spot out inconsistencies over time, man. Right? That's why we say, hey, prove a friend first, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can lie for a little while, man, but eventually that thing is going to come out, man. Right? So that's why it tells us, man, to read verse number 3 again.
Khan, verse number 3. For the ear trieth words.
Right. So your ears are able to try words like, hey, he said this, but he did this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, he said this time, but this other time he that don't sound right. He said he was from over here, but he sound like he's from over there, and he don't know nobody from over here like he say he do. And I asked my homie and them about him, but stuff ain't adding up. Right? Read on.
Khan, verse 4.
No. The second half of that.
Oh, Salah. Okay, Salah, I'm gonna read the whole thing. Verse 3. For the ear trieth words as the mouth tastes meat.
Right? So as you able to taste the difference between lamb and chicken, right? Salmon and red snapper, right? Deer meat and beef, right? The Most High gave men, right, and people who follow him the ability to have wisdom and discernment, right? That's what comes with being around righteous brothers or being around righteous sisters as well, man. Right? So, I mean, I yield on that, man. I just wanted to deal with that, what the sister has said in the chat.
God.
Hey, look, anybody taking offense to what we saying, you're not paying attention to what's being said. You're not paying attention to what's being said, man. What we are talking about is a warning to the sisters, a checking for you to check yourselves. Any sister that's paying attention to this class today, any brother that's paying attention to this class today need to be paying attention on how they treat the sisters. Any sister need to be circumspect and paying attention on how a brother is treating them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on here, man. If this word is being received, but the fact of the matter is the word been in the scriptures. I'm a little upset because I feel love for my people, and I feel like if we don't have our sisters on board, we're not going to be able to continue to create or grow a nation. It's not going to work. Men with men, it don't work. Sisters with sisters, it's not going to work on growing a nation. It's not going to work. It only works when we come together. And men, you ought to, what it say, the buck stops here? You the first one who got to get it.
Precept.
But don't get it twisted to think that a sister can just point the finger at a man and be like, yo, it's his fault, it's his fault, it's his fault, when you're supposed to be circumspect. Hold up, before we go into anything else, right? Sisters be like, yo, we have no rights or no strength or no power in Israel. I'll be the first one to tell you from the heart, one of the things that you have power in, right, especially in this day and age, is the decision that you make and who you want to take as your companion. Back in the days, you used to be with a father, right? A male figure, somebody used to bring you and connect you with somebody else. In this day and age, coming into this truth, right, you have the power in your hands to make that decision. And that's why we started this class off with proving anybody that you deal with. That's why we pointing the finger at the sisters and trying to show the sisters that you have the power to make the decision on the type of person you choose to bring into your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who you bring around your children, who you expose your finances to. You know, like listen, man. Hold up. What precept you got? Because I got some things I want to talk about.
Now I was gonna bring a precept about being house divided, but if you want to move on, we can move on.
Hey, listen, I do feel like, because it's a warning for the sisters, and I do feel like I gotta give the sisters some things, right? And we did that class. Judah, you was in and out of it. I know Jonathan was on it. Karat Desire was on it. The toxic behavior. You know what I'm saying? So I want to touch on some toxic characteristics to look out for, because I'm a brother who's trying to warn a sister. I really am. So I want to touch on some things that you look out for as a woman as pertaining to a man, right?
Right.
So a man will come at you. A lot of men, you know what I'm saying, what they call it, Riz, or trying to, my days it was Mac, or you know what I'm saying, trying to get a chick, you know what I'm saying, get a female. They'll come at you with telling you how beautiful you are. You know what I'm saying? How much they love the way you look, how much they love your style, how much they what all the different things they like about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? The scripture's talking about the flattery of the tongue.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Let me hear Proverbs 29:5 first. I ain't gonna stay on this too long either. It's just we have to understand that we have to be careful when somebody flatters you too much.
Right.
In your face or in your ear, telling you those sweet things. Because we don't want to hear right things, right? We don't want to hear correction.
Right.
We want to hear smooth things. We want to
Right.
hear sweet things. That's what,
Right.
hey, brothers and sisters both. But I'm talking to you, sister, right now. You want to hear the smooth things in your ear, man. And that's how a brother come at you. Shoot, listen, that's how I come at you. Listen, that's how I'm gonna come at you. So I'm telling you, as a brother, that's how a brother will come at you. Not everybody who comes at you like this is a foul brother.
Right.
But this is the way a brother will come at you, and they could possibly lead you astray, right? Let me get that real quick.
Consider the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, and verse number 5. A man that flattereth his neighbor spreadeth a net for his feet.
So a man that flattereth, right, who's constantly flattering someone, actually is digging a ditch or laying a trap. You know what I'm saying? It can possibly, scripture is saying that it could be laying a trap. And we talked about this before. How many people in the world would sit there and get with you, or sisters would get with you, move you into position to get robbed or get taken? You know what I'm saying? Think about it the opposite way around. A brother will do the same thing. Take you for what he feel like you worth. You know what I'm saying? Flattery is one of the biggest tools in manipulation, in deception. So you got to be able to use discernment on being nice, being polite, saying a brother's true feelings about looks and, you know what I'm saying, appreciation for those looks, and using those things to get what they want. You got a precept on that, Flattery, before you move on?
Oh, no. Go ahead.
All right. Secrecy. A lot of brothers, and I'm not saying a brother has to say every single thing that he's thinking or every single thing that he's doing, but a lot of brothers, man, will hide things. A lot of brothers will hide things, man. Let me get John 3:20. A lot of brothers will hide things, especially if you're thinking about moving forward with this man. Then, I mean, you have to have discussions about finances. You have to have discussions about children. You have to have discussions about other wives.
Right.
You have to have these discussions, man. Listen, I'm your brother. I'm warning you, sisters. Have the discussions. Talk about it. Talk about it, because it might be that trap, and it might be invisible. It might be the deception that the man is coming in. And then once you talk about it, allow it to be proven. Am I making sense? Allow it to be proven. Let me get that. John 3:20.
It's the book of John, chapter 3, and verse 20. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither come to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Like, a lot of people don't want to be shown everything because their addiction. You know what I'm saying? Hey, peep game. STDs is wild out here.
Facts.
I'm gonna say it again. STDs are wild out here. Imagine you get with a brother, or a brother get with a sister, and then you get that thing that you can't get rid of. Oh, nowadays, what, they got pills and stuff, right? You be okay? No, I'll be pissed.
Hey, yo, I just seen they got a whole social media site, like a Tinder site for people with STDs. It got your name, your age, what your STD is, you know what I'm saying, your city and state, and you can swipe left or right. It's like a STD vending machine on an app.
That's crazy.
You got to make sure these brothers ain't on these apps, man.
Yo,
that's
crazy.
That's, OD.
Yo, that's crazy. You done got something on your lip and you kissing on your kids. That's crazy. What we could all say is diabolical. It really is, yo. I knew a dude back in my hometown, man. He was passing out AIDS like he was passing out Halloween treats, bro.
Wow.
Had a line of chicks at the clinic when everybody found out.
Hey, he was passing out Halloween treats, trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
You tricking and I'm treating. Hey,
it's out here. It's out here. Just because you in Israel now You know what I'm saying? Just because you believe in the Most High God now, if you don't go by the procedure, and if you don't prove, if you don't go about the right steps before, you know what I'm saying, you make that union, or before, you know what I'm saying, you make that commitment or that covenant, you could be in a place where you really don't want to be, thinking you still in the world. Yo, peep it. We deal with jealousy in Israel, right? Particularly with the sisters. But y'all don't know brothers be jealous too.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't know brothers be controlling too. Y'all know that. I know some of y'all sisters know that. Y'all don't know brothers can be overbearing too. Not saying that a brother can't tell a sister what to do, especially when he has her best interest at heart. We're not talking about that. But we talking about them brothers who don't want you to breathe. Like you breathe wrong, they down your face, they down your neck, yelling at you. Yo, the scripture say don't be a lion in the house. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out for them type of dudes too, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who always want to control everything. Understand, you submit yourself to a man, right? And a man has to trust you enough to make certain decisions. We have a conversation. This is what you want to do. You know what? I see that makes sense. As the head, right? I see that makes sense. Go ahead and do that because I trust you. But if I never see that nothing that you want to do makes sense, and start to get to a place of control. Like you never have no good opinion on nothing.
Right. All your ideas are bad ideas.
All your ideas are bad ideas. We start to get in a place of control and manipulation. Sisters, y'all gotta watch out for that.
Hey, sometimes sisters be having bad ideas though.
Sometimes, hey, listen, we not. That's why I said it the way I said it.
Yeah, you gotta. Sometimes
that's why I said it the way I said it.
You gotta shut stuff down.
Sometimes a brother do, so you gotta watch out for that. Go ahead, y'all. What you saying?
No. I just say sometimes you just gotta shut stuff down, man.
Hey, man, that's why I said it the way I said it, though. Exactly the way I said it.
I'm gonna keep it funky with you. Just like I was saying earlier, when sisters might be around a brother for a certain amount of time and they start looking at him as more of a brother than a leader, sisters got to stop expecting brothers to be leaders only when they want them to be. Right? Because when it's time to give that advice, when you remember to keep up, there's levels to everything. At the end of the day, we still leaders. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you will take what we're saying with a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe you wouldn't take what we're saying with a grain of salt when it comes to certain things, right?
Take more importance to what we're saying.
You know what I mean? Take a little bit more heed to what brothers are saying, man. You know what I mean? Because we can't pick and choose when you're a leader. You're a leader when I don't like something and I want something to be changed. Now you are a captain, Yawasab. But any other time, you, bruh.
God.
When I try to tell you, hey, yo, sis, watch out for that brother right there. Slow down. We ain't really, you all up in my business. You not my father. Yeah. You not my head. But when the brother treats you in a way that is not becoming, now I am Captain Judah now.
Right.
But before that, I was nigga. Like, you got to be real. Sisters got to, you want brothers to be leaders? We got to be leaders Monday through Monday.
That's
not,
right.
No, around tax time, when it's time to get the kids school clothes, you're the leader again. When the car break down and I need to there needs to be a flat tire change, now you're the man. But when it's time to be a man, oh no, lie. We can't do that. We can't do that. Because if a brother like Brother Yawasab, I believe was saying earlier, if a brother love you, he care about you. Certain things he's not going to let you do. And his conscience is not going to allow him to stand by while those things are being done. So all I am saying is this: accept your protection that you do have. Because there's a certain amount of protection we can give you as the warning, like, hey, watch out for this, and this. That is a certain level of protection. Right? But hey, accept the protection that you do have.
Hey, let me
brought the word without end said. Don't be selective to specific situations.
Hey, let me hit something else, right? And then because I want to make sure I hit a couple of points, right? Because I know we ain't gonna stay up here all night, right?
Yeah.
So listen, I'm gonna give y'all another warning, right? Because I actually see this one in counsel a lot, right? I actually see this one. People making promises that are too good to be true. People, brothers will promise you the world, the moon, and the stars. So watch out for that, right? I ain't going to dive too much into that, but you got to watch out for that without any proof. That goes back into proving all things and deception that we was talking about earlier, right? Don't just allow somebody's words. Yo, listen, man, this is I'm telling you, this is a warning. Don't allow somebody's words to move you without concrete evidence of them doing what they said they're going to do, or attempting to move in a certain direction towards what they said they're going to do. You know, especially when you move in before you can actually get that evidence. Yo, brothers will deceive you for what they want, just like they deceive people in the world. That's what they're out there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? There's scammers out there for a reason, man. When it hit this, what Judah said earlier about all seasons, watch out for all the different seasons. You got to know how they're gonna be in their darkest of times, when they have nothing, when they down and out. You want to know how they're gonna be when they're flush, when they got it going on and they paid and they happy and they're healthy and everything is good. You got to know when they're stressed, how are they going to take it out on you, or how are they going to deal with that stress? How are they going to deal with that situation? These are yo, listen, these are ways that I'm giving to you, right, to help you judge and prove the situation that you in. And I'm telling you, these things are important to me because I see a lot of different people deal with these issues. You know what I'm saying? If you don't give it, I told you the other day, I recommend for anybody for marriage, you should court at least. And it's not like I haven't done it because but you should court for at least 9 months. At least 9 months. It takes you at least 9 months to have a baby in most cases, to bring life into this world, right? Give it about 9 months before you can actually come together and be one. That's my advice to anybody moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest thing that's been on my mind the last couple of days is patience. And I'm gonna let y'all get in there if y'all got something else to say right after this, right? Let me get Luke 21:19, and let me get James 1:2-4.
It's book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 19. And your patience possess ye your souls.
And your patience possesses your souls. If you could be patient and wait things out, like, listen, man, some things literally will afflict and destroy your soul and your spirit, especially when you're with the wrong person. That person can be a detriment to you moving forward, to your spiritual growth. So in your patience, you know what I'm saying, is a true connection to your soul, man. Let me get that James 1:2-4.
It's the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
All right, so what are we saying right here, right? These temptations are going to come. The temptations are going to come. So we got to thank the Most High for the temptations, for the power and the strength to be able to get through them, to be able to get past the temptations, right? And deal in faith and patience. You be tempted by that person because they look good, they smell good, they got this, they got that. But the end could be destruction of your faith, could be destruction of your soul, could be destruction of your children or your future. So in this situation of temptation, right, it brings you to a higher level after you become patient. It brings you to perfection. And let me get Hebrews 10 and 36.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 36. Slide, my bad. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 36. And it reads, "For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise."
So listen, you need patience. So after you've done the will of God, what is that? What is the will of God? Paying attention, being sober, keeping your head on the swivel, proving brothers and proving sisters. Are they moving in the spirit? Do they truly love the Most High? You know what I'm saying? Or are they knee guards whenever you're not around? You know what I'm saying? Is it that damn Bati boy? You know what I'm saying? He's sleeping with other men. You gotta check all of this, man.
Okay.
You gotta have patience. That's a big thing that I'll give counsel to anybody that have patience. And I'm gonna end my conversation in this point with seeking counsel. These are my suggestions for a sister dealing with brothers, dealing with anybody who want to be married or who just, you know what I'm saying, because there are predators in Israel. Seek counsel, man. Seek counsel. There's nothing wrong with that. Proverbs 11 and 14. I can read that myself if you know what I'm saying.
This is the book of Proverbs,
There you go.
chapter 11 and verse 14. "Where no counsel is, the people fail. Salakia, where the counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety."
So it says, where no counsel is, the people fall. So if you don't have counsel, you will fall. It says, but the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Now, we're not saying go talk to everybody about this dude, everybody about your issues. You don't run to everybody for counsel. Right?
Right.
What's that? Sirach 6 and 6?
Yeah, we got to get that. Hold on.
Get that real quick. Like, I was trying to run through some of these things because I ain't trying to keep y'all all night. I know y'all got like 20 more precepts you want to read.
Nah, you know I got a flight to catch in the morning, man.
Yeah, I know you do. But I just want to run through some of these things and I want to give y'all a warning, man. So listen, counsel. Let's hit that Sirach 6 and 6.
This is you said you want Sirach what?
6 and 6.
All right, oh my bad. All right, I got you. This is the book of Sirach.
I got it. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Be in peace with many, nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000.
So one counselor of 1,000, and it's not saying that you just have to talk to one person, but what I'm saying is be trusted, prove a counselor, and limit your counsels with certain people who you really care for, who really care for you, who knows got your best interests at heart, because you don't prove them already. You done been through situations with these people already. Go ahead.
Hey, let me get the book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 7. Let's start at verse 7.
I'm already there, Joe.
There we go.
Yo.
Yeah. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse number. You want verse number 7, right?
Nah, I want Sirach 37 and 7.
Oh, I thought he wanted to continue over what he was at. All right, come on. The book of Sirach.
Did you want to continue on that before I get in there?
Did I need to?
Nah, I thought you said go ahead. Like
no, that was me. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, let me get Sirach 37 and verse 7.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse number 7. Every counselor extolled counsel, but there is some that counsel it for himself.
So every counselor, some people who are willing to be a listening ear and a guide and a help, you know what I'm saying? You know, they might call themselves counselors and they extol of counsel. They always saying, go to counsel. Hey, brother, you need to talk to somebody. I'm willing to be a listening ear, right? But it says some that counsel for themselves, right? And let's keep going on that. Read.
Verse number 8. Beware of a counselor and know before what need he had.
Mm-hmm.
For he will counsel for himself, lest he cast a lot upon thee.
Amen. Sis, hey, bro, predators. There's other sisters that's predators against you.
That's right.
right?
a fact.
Now, we know that we believe in polygyny. However, there are some sisters who is not seeking to be your sister wife. They are seeking to be your husband's only wife.
That's a fact.
You can't counsel with every sister, dog, because they might have a need and your husband might be that. And they might, you counseling, you know what I'm saying? You counseling with her, trying to confide in her, and all you doing, this Jezebel sister, all she taking notes on is how to scratch her husband's itch. Because some people only counsel for themselves, right? They're only there to, when it's all over, to wait on what's going to come of what they told you to do. Let's keep reading verse 9.
9, verse number 9. And say unto thee, thy way is good. And afterward he stand on the other side to see what shall befall thee.
And sisters, hey, this happens a lot in y'all little circles outside the truth. You got a single sister committee where these are your friends, these are your family, these are people that you love. You going through it with your husband. You going and telling them what's going on. You going to forgive your husband later. Y'all just going through it. You upset. And then here they go, girl, I wouldn't deal with that. You know what you need to start saying, sis? After you realize that you made a mistake, you should say, yeah, I know you wouldn't make that mistake because you're not married. You're right. I guess you wouldn't take that, huh?
Yeah.
But outside of that, what happens is our sisters start to be like, dang, maybe I shouldn't. But you thinking they're giving you counsel because they love you. Really, they jealous that you have a husband. And they would take whatever your husband did to you that made you mad that day, they would take that times 30. But they're telling you, I wouldn't deal with it.
See that?
We watched that happen with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Beyonce had a whole album, the Lemonade album. Y'all remember that? She had a whole album talking about leaving her man for cheating. Her whole album had sisters everywhere going crazy. Did you leave that man? What did Beyonce ended up going to do? Went right back. Right? So some people will counsel and give you all this so-called good advice and then sit back and watch you fall because the counsel was just for you to fall. So they can swoop and get what they want. Right? Let me get that last verse, verse 10.
Come. Sirach chapter 36, selection 37 and verse number 10.
Mm-hmm.
So not with one that suspected thee, and hide not thy counsel, and hide thy counsel from such as envy thee.
If you have an inkling in your spirit that somebody don't really care for you, it don't matter how much you need some advice. You don't go to them.
That's right.
Don't go to that person. Because their envy of you is not going to, or Salaki, the envy of you is going to outweigh the need for good advice to be given.
Right.
Because if they want you in a certain place, they cannot give you good advice.
Some people just want to hear the drama.
They want to hear the drama and they glad that this is happening. And if you leave tomorrow, they're telling all your business. So we have to beware of a counselor, bro. Beware of a counselor. Every sister ain't your friend, man. And every brother ain't your partner.
Right.
Right? So we got to, hey, bro, there are predators in Israel, men against men and sister against sister, men against sister, sister against men. Right? But we have to know these things and just keep, because look, there's a lot of good in the community. But we don't have conversations like this about the occasional bad. What ends up happening is the bad is so bad to certain people, it will shy them away from even thinking about the good and then they be gone. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right.
That's what it says.
Hey, now we gotta get verse number 12 though.
Okay, I didn't even see that. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 37 and verse number 12.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It says, but be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
Hey, man. Hey, and this is important, especially right now, man, for the brothers in the camp, bro. There's no I in team.
Mm-hmm.
Your personal feelings do not matter. We have to be connected with people whose mind is according to our mind, who's on the same page, who going into the same place we trying to go to, right? And it's the same thing, bro, when sisters get in relationships with other sisters, they call them confidants and friends and companions, you need to make sure those are godly sisters. Just like brothers need to make sure the brothers they're around are godly brothers. So when you going through it, they not secretly happy. We all got, you know what I'm saying, or know the friend groups back home where you got that one smart brother out the group. We all messed up. We all in the hood. We all messed up. Though none of us really have anything. And you got that one brother. He got that gift, whether it's academics, whether it's a talent that the Most High gave him, music, whether it's athletics, and you know he that one guy. You know you really don't got it like that. You really not going nowhere special. You just trying to graduate and get a decent job to take care of your family. But we know this one guy can go to law school. We know this one guy can go to the NFL. We know this one guy can get a contract that he can sing, whatever it is. He can go do great things, right? It's like when you got that one group, that one guy out the group who's destined to be great, and everybody love each other and everybody friends. But because everybody's mind ain't according to each other's mind, you got that one brother in the group, know that brother destined to be great and don't want to see him be great because he know he left at home. I can't go where he going. But if everybody mind was the same, hey, bro, go to law school, go be what you, I'm going to try to do the best I can with what the Lord gave me. Because the whole point is to get out and better the community. It's the same thing with these relationships we got inside the truth. You can't, hey, sis, I'm single, you single, I want a man, I've been praying for a man, you want a man, you've been praying for a man, your man come first, and I'm giving you bad advice because I'm secretly not happy for you. You got to watch out for those people, man. Got to watch out for those people. The class is talking about predators in Israel. These are all people in situations that can take you right up out the truth. Going back to the precepts the brother brought out earlier, man, Satan is walking around like a roaring lion, seeking who he can devour. There's a lot of ways to take you up out of the truth. That's why this is the narrow path, and the way out the truth is broad. It's a million ways to take you out the truth. It's one way to the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Khan, hey, let me get the book of James chapter 4 and verse number 3. Matter of fact, let me get James chapter 4 and verse number 2. Let me get Sirach chapter 23 and verse number 5. Sirach 23 and 5, and let me get Proverbs chapter 30 and verse number 9.
What you wanted? James 4 and 3?
I want that Sirach 23 first.
23 and what was it again?
23 and verse number 5.
The book of Sirach, chapter 23 and verse 5. Turn away from me vain hopes and concupiscence.
Concupiscence, right? Concupiscence is like weird lust and sexual things, right? Right, read on.
And thou shalt hold him up that is desirous always to serve thee.
Read.
Let not the greediness of the belly nor lust of the flesh take hold of me.
Mm-hmm.
And give not over me thy servant unto an impudent mind.
Right, and that's something that we as children, right, of the Most High have to ask for. We have to pray for this type of stuff, man. But we have to pray that the Most High doesn't give us over to greediness, things that we think we need that we really don't need, things that are pleasing to the eye, beauty, cars, flashy things, jewelry, the best the biggest camp size, or the whatever looks good to to our people, to you as a person, right? You have to ask the Most High, right, to not give you over to those lusts, man. Right? Because those things are deceiving to you, man. The things that feel good to the flesh or look good to your flesh can be deceiving to you. Right? So what you ultimately have to ask for are the things that you need. Nobody asks for the things, well, I ain't gonna say nobody, but growing up, we asked for what, $1 million. Right? I want to be a millionaire. Right? I want to have the flyest cars, I want to have the baddest women. Right? I want to have gold chains and things like that. right? But as we grow older in this thing, we just want the things that are convenient for us, man. Right? We want the things as you get older, you start to be like, you know what? I don't need that. Right? The Most High will keep you back from the things that you think you want, but really will destroy you from within. Right? Let me get that in Proverbs chapter. Matter of fact, let me get it in James first. Let me get it in James chapter 4, verse number.
Come, this is the book of James, chapter 4, and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Ye lust and have not, ye kill and desire to have, and cannot obtain. Ye fight in war, yea, ye have not, because ye ask not.
Right?
Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss.
Right? So you ask for the wrong reasons. Right? You want a husband, right? But you don't have a husband because you want a husband for the wrong reason. You want that guy, right, that you really don't need. Right? And the Most High, what is the Most High really doing? He's saving you from yourself, man. Right? Or you want that one guy so you can stun on everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Hey, what you say? You want to be the first lady of the congregation?
You gonna be the first lady of the congregation. Third,
right? Hey, you want that mother spirit, man. You want the big in a big hat spirit, man.
Right. With the white veil in front of her face.
You feel me? Right? Hey, you got to get out of that, man. Right? So you have not, right? But you receive. When you ask and you receive not because you ask amiss. Right? Read on.
God. Salat, that ye may consume it upon your lust.
Right, and we have to remember, hey man, you don't want to ask for things that you consume upon your lust. You want to make sure that what you need, what you're asking for is that what you really need, and what you're asking for you can handle.
Hey, Salah, real quick, and on that verse, right? Sometimes, I ain't even going front. It's 24 of us on here. You know what I'm saying? Can we all be real? It's 24 people, 23. Somebody just left. It's 23 people listening. Can y'all all do me a favor? I know we don't like following instructions, but can we type something in the chat real quick? Can we be real with ourselves and say that we have prayed for something and then our carnal mind, I'm praying for it for the right reasons. But in reality, what you asking for amiss. Let's just be real, bro. Like the brother said, I want the $1 million. All right, cool. Am I asking for $1 million grant so I can feed the homeless and build a compound for the homeless to have time to get on their feet? Am I doing that? And then if the Lord just so happened to give it to me, in reality, I'm going to buy a couple of cars and a house. Like, let's be real, man. So the Lord knows your heart, bro, so he don't give you certain things, even if you coming out your mouth saying, hey, Lord, bless me with this so I can do that. He knows. Because I gave you something before and you was irresponsible.
Right.
Hey, so we got to look at that, bro. We can't let that slide. This ain't just you asking for stuff that's off. It's when you praying, trying to act like you asking for a good reason, and you really doing it for something in the back of back of your head. You know you about to spend that on something you don't need, or it's gonna be something for yourself. That's still asking amiss.
All right, you'll be walking around like King Solomon in Songs of Solomon.
Look like Mr. T.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? God.
Right. Hey, let me get Proverbs chapter 30 and verse number 9. And then let me get
then let me get
Proverbs
39.
17 and verse number 11.
I ain't hear that. It broke up.
Then Acts 17 and 11.
I got that.
You want Proverbs 30 and 9.
The
book of Proverbs,
verse number 7.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 7. 2 things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies.
This is what brothers and sisters, we on the sisters today. This is what sisters need to be praying. Right? 2 things of the Most High. 2 things I require of thee. Right? Read that again.
Remove far from me vanity and lies.
Remove far from us vanity and lies. Those are the 2 type of men you don't want. Right? You don't want a man that's vain, right? Always in his flesh. You don't want a man that's lying to you. Right? You don't want to be fooled by vanity. Right? Because King Solomon warned us in Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, actually the whole book. Vanity is vanity. All is vanity. At the preacher.
All is vanity. That's what he said.
All of this, and this is a man who had everything.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everything. 1,000 wives, 700 princesses, and 300 concubines, man. Right? Vanity is vanity, all is vanity. So what he's saying in Proverbs chapter 30 and verse number 7, right? 2 things I require thee, Lord, please remove far from me vanity and lies, man. Right? Read on.
Give me neither poverty nor riches.
Don't give me too much or too least. Right? Give me a just balance.
That's right.
Why?
Feed me with food convenient for me.
Uh-huh.
Lest I be full and deny thee.
Right? It's like that's what you're going, that's what we was going to when you ask it upon your midst, man. You the Most High give you all the things that you ask for, but you asking him is asking for the wrong reason. Knowing you finna forget the Lord. Everything that you said you were gonna do, you're gonna forget. You're gonna get that husband, and he gonna say, hey, let's go do this, that, and the third, and not ever come back. And you're gonna do that. Right? Because you really wanted to follow that man, and you weren't really following, you wasn't seeking the man of the Lord.
Hey, it's a lot.
Go ahead, King.
I'm so sorry, but yo, you gonna pray for that husband, right? Listen to all the scriptures and all the breakdowns on how the Lord told you to act towards that husband. Get the husband and then forget what you prayed for and treat that husband crazy.
Yeah.
You know what you gonna do?
We'll say that for next week.
You know what she gonna do?
What's up?
She gonna pray for the husband. The Most High is gonna give her the husband, right? And just like you say, forget all the things that she was supposed to the way she said she was gonna treat him, right? And then disrespect him, not listen to him, go to counsel and listen to that nigga that she really liked.
Ooh.
Damn.
See, we got AL. We gonna drop it. We saving that for next week. We starting too early. See, it don't bled over.
Hey, that's what happens though, right? You mistreat. The Most High give you the thing that you need. Hey, you mistreat it, right? Can you have not? Hey, and that's why you say you have not. You ask and you have not because you ask amiss. You ask to consume upon your lust, right? So you want the Most High to remove far from you vanity and lies, right? Give you the food that's convenient for you, right? Lest you be full and deny him, right? Read on.
Lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord?
Mm-hmm.
Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain.
Or just take anybody. You just so desperate, right? You willing to just accept anything, right? You cool with just being a side chick. The man ain't trying to do nothing for you, right? He ain't trying to teach you no precepts, right? Bible only get brought out when you doing something wrong, right? And all type of other stuff, man. All type of manners of wickedness, right? So what you want the Most High to do is remove the vanity and the lies from you. Stay around the brothers, right? Go get with brothers, man. Get in these congregations, man, and trust these brothers. Like what Judah was bringing out earlier. Trust brothers, man. Hey, sometimes we might need to make it where sisters in our congregation. Hey, if you single, right, you got to come to the leaders of your congregation, right, for advice on if you should really go be with this man.
Hey, I had a couple of sisters come to me and ask me that throughout the years in different congregations. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to them sisters who've done that. But yeah, that should be a thing that y'all should really consider doing more often. And don't come and join a congregation for a man or to look for a man.
That's a fact.
Not to be with. You looking
So
for a brother, you looking for a help in life, you looking for a support system, not just a lover or a husband.
Hey, and I have to say this.
right,
Because this is once again, see, I know there's a couple of sisters, because the numbers don't drop. That's like, see, they don't start getting on us. Hey, listen, sometimes the warning is kind of harsh, yo. Sometimes the warning is kind of harsh to give you the gravity of the importance of the situation. The
That's
brother
right.
just said, don't come into the camp looking for a husband. I'm going to tell you why that's very important. Can you find a husband in the camp? Yes, you can.
yep,
But one thing that you have to realize is the reason why there's brothers on the street corners is to wake up the other brothers who are not privy to who they are according to the Bible and how they should be acting. When you come into this, is gonna sound crazy, and if you just dead set on misunderstanding what I'm saying, then you're gonna misunderstand what I'm saying.
People
But
are they will.
coming into the truth, right? When you come into the truth, you damn near just walked into a hospital. When you come into the truth, you damn near just walked into a hospital. So understand that the man that you might have came into the hospital just to pull out to be your husband might not be the damn doctor. It might be a patient.
Might be a patient. That's right.
And you have to wait until patients are able to be checked out when they're better to be able to move on with life with. So while you come in here just for a damn husband, you might leave with a patient.
Hey yo, peep it. Hey yo, peep it. The psychiatric patient then stole a doctor's outfit and is coming to examine you. Hey, listen. Somebody, hey. Your analogy is on point. Your analogy is on point, bro. The psychiatric patient then came out of his padded room, stole a stethoscope. I can't even say the word, and put on a damn doctor's coat and coming to examine you now, coming to help you out. I got this precept, sister.
Hey, he learned one big word. He came in there and said, "By Shema Mashiach Yahweh," you started shivering.
right. That's the Harley Quinn and Joker spirit, man.
Yeah, right. Hey, listen. If you can't take the spirit of what it is, how did we come in with predators in Israel? What's gonna happen is you're gonna be prey. Yo, some people, Elliot showed me this, man, by how he teaches sometimes. You save some by compassion and some by fear. Right now, I'm going to tell you how we going to save you tonight. Some of it was compassion and some of it was fear. Because that nigga is in a camp who's a wolf in sheep's clothing. That nigga is in Israel that's a wolf in sheep's clothing. And if you ain't paying attention to what your brothers who care about you is saying and what the Most High God is saying, you're going to be victim. So you take it how you want to take it, man. Like, I don't care about your feelings. What do cry aloud, spare not, right? I'm here to help you, right? If I hurt you by saving your life, you going to be mad at me? You going to be mad at me?
Some people will.
Yo, well, then that's what it is then.
All right, let me get my last precept.
Go ahead.
10 and 11.
Say it one more time.
Acts chapter 17 and verse number 11.
Oh, Judah got that right.
Yeah, I do. Acts chapter 17, verse 11. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind.
That's right.
Search the scriptures daily, whether those things were so.
So, sisters, you are required to read and search the scriptures as well. Right? You can't be fooled if you follow sound instruction. If you read the Bible, right? The Most High is going to give you discernment as well. Right? You're going to be able to taste out the lies when you hear them as well. Man. So it's important that you hearken to your counselors, right? That you get righteous counselors, get around brothers, man, that care about you, that's not trying to get in your drawers, right? And take heed to the counsel, man, and search the scriptures, man, and be praying and fasting yourself as well, man. Right. So when somebody does come to you, right, and you able to identify a trait that's uncomely, right, or that's not productive, right, to what you're trying to do, which is get the kingdom of heaven, right, and be a righteous sister of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, right, you can get up out of that. And you can save yourself a whole lot of embarrassment. You can save yourself a whole lot of heartache. You can save yourself a whole lot of pain, right? So, yeah, I yield on that.
Hey, man. All praise to the Most High. Hey, listen, man, this is a warning for sisters that they are predators in Israel. You know what I'm saying? You are the prey. To my sisters, man, you are the prey. So be circumspect, pay attention, use discernment, stay in prayer, fasting, connect, prove, patience. All of those things that we're trying to warn you and give you advice and give you armor to be able to battle, you know what I'm saying, the fight that you have to fight ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a fight sometimes. But don't let it dismay you. If you are looking for the right person in the Lord, you know what I'm saying? This is just some extra tools to be able to help you find that right person at the end of the day. So all praises to the Most High. What'd you say?
I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
One more thing, and this is just a proverb, right? Sisters, you are a prize.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? The Most High God said, out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God has shined. Right? You guys are the most beautiful thing the Most High ever created. Right? You are a prize. Right? Don't allow somebody to treat you as a spoil. Right? A spoil means that somebody's just gonna come in and conquer and take over and just take you as a prisoner. You are a prize. Right? And if you carry yourself as such, then you're gonna end up with somebody that's gonna actually take care of you. That's gonna hedge you as a possession and protect you, right? Instead of treating you like a prisoner of war. I yield.
That's right. Hey, we talked about this earlier too, and I know Judah want to say something. Next week, we're gonna be dealing with the sisters who prey on men, because that happens too, right? That happens. Right. So there's predators in Israel on both sides. You know what I'm saying? We got to get on the men too. Of course, we're gonna talk about the sisters that do what they do, but we got to get on the brothers too, because you're supposed to know better. Dang, Judah be getting on me all the time, telling me what's what. We supposed to know better. You know what I'm saying? We can't fall victim to anything. So, you know what I'm saying? It goes both ways, man. Yo, the full hate of correction.
That's right.
Right, man. Hey, like I told y'all, man, brothers, 27 people on here. The number one sign of a sister that's a predator in Israel is that they watched this whole class and they was in the comments, and next week we don't see him. You already know.
Yeah.
Once y'all stop, and once you and y'all started talking, most of the sisters jumped out the comments. Let's keep it real. The sisters jumped out. Y'all was having whole conversations in the comments, and they all disappeared.
I know I'm a little tough, rough around the edges, man. I get a reputation of being a bad guy.
You speak the facts, man. You speak the facts. And why run away? Yo, am I your enemy because we tell you the truth?
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I enjoyed this class. I didn't think it was gonna last this long, tell you the truth, but I enjoyed the class.
Yeah, all praises, man. All praises. So, hey, man, once again, man, we got 24 people up here. Can we get 24 people? I know a lot of these people are already done it, but the rest of y'all that have not signed up to be a member on the thing, what's up with Israelites, black people in general, dog? Just get on the website, become a member, so we can keep you up to date with what's going on. You don't gotta donate $1. The website is free. You feel me? You feel me? You don't got to donate $1. You don't have to get on the subscription tier, but go ahead and do that so we can keep you up to date with what we got going on all around the country. We got a lot going on the East Coast this year, but a lot of that stuff about to start spreading out. So We need everybody to get on this website, become a member. That part is free. If you want to do a donation tier, you go do that. That's in the support tab. But with that being said, man, hey, man, we appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, hold on. Everybody go follow the Chicago channel.
Yeah, that too.
That's right. Chicago channel, you know.
Hey, we got the North Carolina channel out too, man. I'm gonna throw some more stuff on there as well, man. So yeah, man. Hey, man, tune in tomorrow, Saturday morning brew, 11 a.m. Then we got the 4 p.m. Saturday morning class. Afternoon closing class.
You want to be Saturday morning brew so bad, Saturday morning class. You hear that, brother?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna put the website real quick. Salat, hold on. I'm gonna put the website in the comments, but once again, it's www.anointedhouseofsaints.org. So y'all go up there, man. Become a member of the website so we can hit you with these newsletters. Check out the blogs. Whole 9 yards, brothers doing a lot of great work. So make sure y'all are tuned in and tapped into all of that. So with that being said, anybody got anything else?
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat.
Hey, man. All right, there you go, man. We'll see y'all on Sabbath morning brew in the morning. Shalom.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, 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 black music, black music, black music, black